Yo, 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 yo. What up, man? Chris about checking back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button your way, and I appreciate all the support, man. Shout out to everybody. Where am I at, man? I think I'm headed to Kentucky, man. So, I was in Miami, and I was in North Carolina. Now I'm kind of in the Kentucky area. So I'm actually going back down to Florida. That's crazy. I'm going back down to Florida, West Palm Beach. So shout out to everybody in West Palm Beach, Florida. But I want to talk to y'all. It's been a little online. I don't know how many of y'all niggas be on Twitter and stuff, but it's been a big discussion about whether EAZY the Block captain is picking and choosing his battles. There's been a lot of talk about that, especially since Rock has basically came out and said now he's done changed the story again. Now he's not going to battle him at all. First it was, I need a bag. It's been so much stuff, but his last thing on the interview was, I need a bag, and now it's like, I'm not even going to battle him at all. So people are like, okay, why are you chasing Rock? You got so many other people to battle, all this kind of stuff. So a lot of discussion has been, has EAZY the Block captain been picking and choosing his battles? I'm going to tell you, yes, he has been picking and choosing his battles. But I don't really think it's a bad thing. I think either way you go, I think people will be dissatisfied with whatever you go. Like, they're going to have something to say either way. So I want to do this blog because Swamp did an interview. They've been talking about battling or whatever, and he did an interview, and let's hear what he got to say, and I'm going to come back and tell you my thoughts. Hold on.
Don't deserve, and you got to put in work. Like, bro, how much work I got to put in? Every time I cross the threshold, it's some different type of goalpost being moved to something else I got to do and all this other extra. Bro, I done battled JC, Sears Jones, T-Top, Arsenal, Rum Nitty, Geechee guy. I done battled niggas he ain't battled. He hasn't battled the niggas that are hot in the culture right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't battled no Rum Nitty. When he ran into Geechee, killed. With Chess, that's a dope, hungry battle. Battle somebody with a hunger at, he couldn't beat the funds and shit like that. Now that tournament shit cool and all, but battle a nigga down, battle some people, man. God damn, battle some.
So you saying he pick his fights?
Duh. Hell yeah. Duh, bro. I really wish I could let like some cats out there. The bad thing about being a real nigga is like you really don't get to express what actually be going on behind the scenes. Niggas be ducking. Niggas get calls and shit like that, and niggas will pick lightweight fights. That's what it'll be.
So if Remy called right now, I got a bag for you. You versus EAZY.
He wouldn't take the.
You said what?
He wouldn't take the battle.
Why he wouldn't take it?
I had a convo and said, yeah, I'm with it, and he wasn't with it.
Now, when was this? Was it recently or was it before?
Recently.
Oh, it was recently.
Past month or two.
This month? Oh, nah.
He ain't trying to battle, bro.
He trying to battle? Hold up. EAZY, stop it, EAZY. Hold up. You mean, wait. So somebody hit you up. They say, oh, Swamp, I got it for you. Whatever you asking for. Woo, woo, woo. EAZY. He said no. Not happening. Yeah. Was it about the location? Was it gonna be a Philly or?
It couldn't have been about that. It was it was on his grounds.
Frankly, exhausted.
All right. That's a lot to unpack now. Let's get into this, man. First of all, EAZY is booked right now. You know what I'm saying? The battle isn't announced from what I'm hearing, so I do think he does have a battle between now and December 31st. And it will be another battle that y'all will probably feel like he picked and choose. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that's been on his hit list and he finally got a chance to lock in. Let me just say this. EAZY has been battling a long time, man. He's not a new guy. He's been battling a long time. He battled a lot of Sway back in the day, and Swagger Tanner and Twerk in a one-rounder. But even before then, he was battling a long time. Probably a bunch of hungry young people, because he was a hungry young person, and he was probably at that time looking for an opportunity to get to the top of the food chain. No, he's not a new guy. He didn't come through the PG system and all that. He basically was battling for years There's videos of Angry Fan hosting one of his old battles. He's been battling for years before he ever got to URL. Started dating dude hooked him up with bills or whatever. He ends up getting on the URL. Okay, cool, boom, he on URL. If you're Easy, I'm just trying to look at it from his side. You've battled a bunch of hungry people just like yourself trying to get to the top. So he put out the top tier disc. He has a lot of names on there. Head Ice, Big T, Shotgun Suge, the list goods, all these people. He got all these people on his list. He starts battling. To me, Easy has a very impressive resume. This is who he has battled. Hitman, John, K-Shine, Calico, Rex, Goods, T-Top, Don Marino, Fonz, Cortez, Danny Myers, Diz, Geechee Gotti, Charlie Clips. Okay, that's who he's battled. So, yeah, he didn't battle Real Sick. He didn't battle Ace Amin. He didn't battle Swamp, Lou Castro, True Foe, Real Name Brandon, Holmes, the guy. He didn't battle like all them tournament niggas, right? That was like kind of like some of his class or the class after. In order for you to get to the top of the food chain in battle rap, you have to battle top tier guys. You have to. You're not going to get there battling. That's why Real Sick right now isn't looked at like Easy is. He didn't battle a lot of people, and Lou Castro, they battled a lot of people, but you're not going to get to the top of the food chain if you battle just your class. Ace Amin, Lou Castro, Jerry West, Real Sick. If that's all you're battling, you're never going to get to the top. So, it's hard to say he's done wrong because he got to the top of the food chain. He got to 12-0 on the app. He got to a lot of battlers wanted to knock him off and basically, hurt his undefeated record on the app. He was battling on caffeine-only events, so he was able to maximize his potential. He wasn't battling on app-only events and all this other kind of stuff. So he was able, once he got on, to pick and choose how to maximize his visibility. So he had a plan, and I feel like a lot of people in battle rap don't really have a plan. They just battle. Like, I just want to battle for the love. And that's cool. But when you deal with URL won't always push you to get to the top. They'll just put you in a system where you're just on a hamster wheel and you're just battling and battling and battling and battling. I talked to someone and I asked him why Real Sick hasn't been on URL recently. Now, we know he battled Charlie Clips and stuff on King of the Dot or whatever, and or some league. So, and they was like, well, Real Sick doesn't want to do app only events. So until he get on a big card, he ain't really trying to take no battles or whatever. So at some point in time, even he got tired of the hamster wheel to some degree. URL doesn't always put you. They'll give you battles, but they don't always put you in a typical light. They'll give you some battles that put you in a light, and then they'll give you some battles where it's like, give this nigga a shot and give this dude a shot, and then you become the shot giver. So you can't necessarily always think the league has your best interest. You got to have your own plan, and Easy had a plan. So he came out with the hit list, and he wanted to battle all of these guys, and some of them he battled, some of them he didn't. So that's why he battled a Big T, because Big T did a diss track responding to him, and he figured, I'm gonna battle him, and he did it on Battle Academy or something. They ended up battling. So I'm not necessarily mad at that. It got him to the top of URL. It got him into gun titles. It got him getting, $20,000 a battle on URL and caffeine only events, a caffeine deal, very much visibility, very, very popular, making money on YouTube and all this kind of stuff. If you look at his class, Ace Amin, Lou Castro, I don't know his class, I'm just talking about people. Real Sick, Ace Amin, Lou Castro, Fonz, Holmesy the God, True Foe, Real Name Brandon. Like, yeah, they won tournaments. Fonz did, Holmesy did. They all won tournaments and stuff like that. But look where they are in battle rap. Battling just the hungry niggas. They're lower in pay than Easy. They're lower in stature than Easy. It took Swamp to almost battle double the times of Easy just to get to Easy. And right now he's about to battle Rex, 40 bars, Calico. Easy's already done that. He's already battled Rex. He's already battled Calico. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say he's done wrong. Hard for me to say he's done the bad moves because I'm like, yo, you got a hitman battle. You actually had Mook thinking about coming outside. You actually been talking to Briz and possibly trying to get him back. Like you was just talking to Iron Solomon on a 15 Minutes of Fame about coming out of retirement. So, and I don't think you could say that these guys he battled is past their prime or not that good. I don't really feel that way. T-Top to me, when he battled him, was nice. Danny Myers is always competitive and nice to me. Calico, I got a lot of respect for still in battle rap. I know he just lost to Reed Dollars. He just lost to John John. This year might not have been a great year, but when he battled Easy, he was coming off the Hitman battle. He was coming off some other stuff. I didn't really feel like Calico was bad. K-Shine was damn near 9-0 at one point in time. And yeah, he might have lost to Chilla Jones and stuff like that. But K-Shine was still considered a formidable opponent. And if you don't feel like K-Shine is a formidable opponent, then he ain't formidable now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now he ain't formidable either. Because since then, he's battled less, lost to Hollow. So how can niggas be like, oh, K-Shine is that nigga if he wasn't that nigga when he battled Easy? So he battled John John. I feel like that battle is debatable. I feel like John John is, even though he lost to Surf, I feel like John John is always competitive, and I don't think it's a walk in the park. He battled Don Marino, and Don Marino was actually good in that tournament. He battled Fonz, and people got him winning. Some people got him losing. He battled Cortez, who I feel like always gives max effort. And as far as Swamp, Easy, in my opinion, is calculating. Now, I haven't spoken to Easy, so I don't really know if this is true, but to me, he's calculating. So if you screw him over or you screw Rem over, you're probably going to get put on the back burner. So it's easy for this is why sometimes I gotta get into the interview thing. I might have to start interviewing these niggas because niggas don't even be thinking of the questions I ask. Easy booked Swamp to battle Rosenberg Raw on Trenches. Swamp got a phone call from URL. URL pulls him off the card, tells them that they'll give him Averb. You could argue Rosenberg Raw is better than Averb right now. You can argue that. He had just beat Ill Will. He was hot, you know what I'm saying? Still doing his thing. And to me, to a lot of people, Verb is slump. But he got off the card because of the name. Averb is a name. So he chased the name a little bit more than even the competition. The same thing they keep complaining about Easy about. So Easy offered him money, probably not a big of a bag, but he offered him money to battle Rosenberg Raw, someone who's hungry right now, or at least was very hungry at that time, and someone that would have been very competitive. You would have been battling him in Philly. It would have been a very good back and forth. Verb is on the other end of the spectrum or whatever. He'll give you 3 good rounds, but you can make the argument that Rosenberg Raw might have been a tougher battle. But URL called him. He took the money and the bigger opponent for the look. That's all Easy has been doing his whole career. When you battle Real Sick, Ace Amin, Swamp, True Foe, Holmesy the God, Real Name Brandon, and Lou Castro, URL will keep you around $7,000, shit like that. $6,000, $8,000. It'll keep you low. When you beat Goods and Rex and K-Shine, then you can get up to $20,000. You can keep arguing that because you realize URL is paying them niggas $20,000. So when you beat them niggas, you can say, nah, I need that now. These other niggas, Fonz, someone who's battling for the culture and battling all the hungry niggas, his pay is way lower because URL will give you a lower opponent and keep your pay down. It's not purposeful. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to build everybody up to some degree. But at the same time, that's what happens. It's hard for, you're not going to get $20,000. They were saying he got about 20 racks to battle Goods or whatever, or close to it. You're not going to get $20,000 about Lou Castro, Swamp, Dan Marino, Real Sick, Fonz, Holmesy the God, none of them niggas. You're not going to get, you might not even get 10. You're not going to get it. So Swamp realized, oh, URL is offering me way more money for Verb than Easy is offering for Raw. So he took the bag and the opponent. Verb has a higher stature than Swamp. So Swamp feeling like I've been battling a bunch of hungry niggas. I want the Verbs, the Calicos. I want all these niggas now. Stop ducking, stop running. I want these niggas. So that's the way I feel as far as that's concerned. But back to how EAZY probably thinking. When Swamp came off that card, if I'm EAZY, I can't make you a priority to battle you. You kind of screwed me. You came off the card, returned me my money, and I had to pick a different opponent. So your loyalty to URL, first, before I even want to battle you, I gotta even feel like you can't even be pulled off again. Like, I gotta feel like you able to poke your chest out now. And that's a real discussion. I talked to ARP. I said, yo, why don't you book Swamp? Man, is he gonna really do the battle? Even ARP was wondering that before he retired. If I book a URL guy, will they do the same thing to EAZY again? So it wasn't really until now, dog, that URL started talking about the money ain't there and all this kind of stuff, that niggas are moving around more. This is the most people have moved around ever in battle rap in 2024. So once you come off my card, I'm looking at Swamp kind of sideways. I'm kind of respecting the fact that he kept it real with me, that he returned my money. But I'm not jumping to battle you. You just came off the Raw card. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even hold me down and battle Raw. So now when you spin the block and want to battle me, don't be mad if I put you on the back burner. Don't be mad. Shotgun Suge. When EAZY left URL, Battle Hitman, you remember him and Suge had a big back and forth. There has been people behind the scenes, bro, that have not wanted to go to Chrome because of URL. It's happened a lot. I told y'all a long time ago that Remy Ma had booked a battle, Couture versus New Jersey Twerk. She booked that battle. It never got announced, but she booked it. It was booked. People got their money. Couture came out recently and said she wrote 3 rounds for Twerk and never spit them. It was booked. Why did the battle never get announced or happen? Because Twerk said that basically the relationship between URL and Rem, he didn't want to get in the middle of it, so he didn't do the battle. Something happened. Well, first something happened. Like, I don't know, some type of car accident. I don't know. Something. I don't know if it's a car accident, but something happened and he couldn't do the battle. When Rem spun the block to try to collect on the money that she put out, all of a sudden, it was like, oh, well, you know, my price is different now. I need more money. A lot of people are overcharging as a new form of ducking. They don't really want to tell Rem no, so they overcharge so that Rem will say no, and then they just go back to URL because they don't want to get in the middle of this Rem and URL shit. At least not at that time. I'm talking about 18 months ago when shit was really popping. So during that time, Couture then wrote for the battle. I don't know what Twerk did, but they never did the battle. Right? Okay, cool. If you're EAZY, you realize that Rem booked the Twerk battle. So when Twerk wanted to talk all this stuff about let's battle, don't be mad that I even put Twerk on the back burner now. Because I know that Rem gave you a deposit, you sat on that motherfucker for about a year, then told her, then came up with this, I'm worth more now a year later than I was before, I need more money. So now you end up either A, returning the money, or B, keeping the money. But whatever it is that happened, we never got the Couture battle. And we don't really know how Rem feel about that because she never been asked, but EAZY knows how she feel about it. So if I'm EAZY and I realize people are not really treating Rem right and Rem is funding my battles or helping my battles, I'm not so quick to spin the block and battle you niggas. So when Twerk says, oh, he's ducking, you're not on my list no more because you couldn't even battle Couture. And you held on to the bread forever, or you're not on my list right now, Swamp, because you didn't do the Rosenberg Raw battle. So I feel like a little bit of that is what's been going on. So fast forward to Shotgun Suge. Shotgun Suge, remember there was some tweets that was going around where EAZY was trying to battle Suge. It was around the time he battled Verb. You know what I'm saying? It was around the time he battled Verb. There's an interview that EAZY did. I don't even know. I wish I could find. I wish I was home to edit. EAZY said something like he was mad at Verb on a joking theme. He was mad at him because Verb battled Suge, and it was a good Suge. You remember they battled for some bread. It was a good Suge, and I think he said something about, "Damn, you battled Suge, and I don't know if you got Suge back hot or you got him confident or whatever it is or whatever. I don't know, but it was something about Suge. So EAZY was trying to book the battle on Chrome or Trenches or whatever. He's trying to book the battle. And Suge started talking about he needed all this money. And there were tweets going out by EAZY by saying, we offered you the most money you ever make. I know the kind of money you make. You never made this kind of money. And Suge was popping it like he's just this paid ass battler right now. Remember, he got on stage against Kid Slade in his first round. He said Smack paid me $12,000 for this battle. He says this in the first round. So he's not no highly paid battler. He didn't battle. He just battled Kid Slade not that long ago. Less than 2 years ago he battled Slade, but he was on tweets with EAZY acting like he needed all this money now. Remember, overcharging is the new ducking. I feel like he was another nigga that didn't want to get in the middle of this realm thing. Remember, URL during that time, they still had caffeine. 18 months ago. That shit was basically still bread and niggas butter. You don't want to burn the bridge. You don't want to become the new EAZY where you go over there and URL get pissed off at you and you don't do the plate. So what happened was the niggas wasn't battling. Niggas was coming off. Twerk didn't want to go over there. Suge didn't want to go over there. Swamp didn't want to go over there. So put them niggas on the back burner. And I feel like a lot of that happened. Now, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. No matter which way you go, niggas will still argue that you didn't do it the other way. So when you battle Real Sick, Don Marino, Fonz, Ace Amin, Swamp, Lou Castro, True Foe, Holmesy the guy, real name Brandon, you know what niggas say when you tell them niggas that you 8-2? You know what you say, man? I'm 8-2, man. I'm cooking. You know they say, you ain't battle nobody. You ain't battle Cal. You ain't battle Surf. You ain't battle Rock. You ain't battle Twerk. You ain't battle Goods. You ain't battle, Hitman. You ain't battle Geechee. Then it flips the other way. When you battle all of these regular people, I just saw something the other day where Capo was talking about, man, I battled Arsenal, I battled Suge, I battled this. He was trying to say he was like 7-0 in his last battles. I don't know if some of them are one-rounders or whatever. Nobody cares, bro. A lot of them are younger people, the younger class that he's battled. Until he get on that stage and beat a Calico, people don't really feel like you made it until you beat some of these niggas that has a lot of respect in the culture. So no matter which way you go, they argue the other way. Lou Castro, True Foe, Holmesy the guy, real name Brandon, Real Sick. The culture will look at them as they cool. You got some good wins in there. When you gonna battle Geechee Gotti? When you gonna battle Hitman? When you gonna battle Calico? That's how they look at this culture. Until you battle some of them names, that's how you look at it. So now, when you battle Hitman, John Adon, K-Shine, Calico, Rex, Goods, T-Top, Don Marino, Danny Myers, Disaster, all this kind of stuff. Now people say, this how they treating EAZY now. You ain't battled your class. You still ain't even battled Ace. You still ain't even battled Real Sick. You still ain't battled Lou Castro. You still ain't battled all these niggas. Now why you ain't battling the hungry niggas? That's the way it is, bro. You never gonna be able to please everybody. So that's why I gotta say, him chasing the money and the fame, EAZY is top tier. Those people I name are not top tier. Swamp is probably the only guy you can say that could be top tier. Real Sick isn't. Fonz isn't. These niggas won tournaments and $50,000. Fonz isn't. Holmesy isn't. Lou Castro isn't. None of these niggas. And they got good battles. Lou Castro battled Clips, shit like that. Jerry West. None of these niggas are top tier battlers. They're not. And Jerry West battled Tay-Rock and DNA. He still ain't top tier. So EAZY got the money. He got the accolades. He got the fame. Doing it his way. He had a plan. It's hard for me to be mad at it because had he went the other way, people would just argue that you had not battled K-Shine, Sue Surf, Tay-Rock, Calico, Goods, DNA, John Adon. They would just argue the other way. That's how this culture is. That is how this culture is. So is he picking and choosing? Yes. But no matter the way you pick and choose, that is what they say about niggas, bro. And you can get in a box battling these same niggas. Niggas can kind of lump you in that this is who you should be battling when you battle like all these guys. You can kind of not get out of the loop. Like I think Holmesy the God is a great battler. Now, do I feel like battling some of his class is a harder battle? I could argue yes, because he's gonna be more motivated to battle Goods than Goods will be to battle him. So it is a harder battle to battle Real Sick. One of the reasons why it's harder is because you got all this info on Goods that you can use. You know what I'm saying? Like he done got into it with niggas, you know, not too many, but he got the clothing line, he had the little weed shit going on with T-Top, you know, all kind of stuff. He had like different stuff, different ways you can attack different situations with him. Calico the same way, he got different stuff that you can attack with him. So there's more intel to work with if you're trying to do a battle against these guys. What do we really know about Real Sick? We don't know nothing. What do we really know about Fonz? We don't know nothing. It's a harder battle to prepare for because you don't have personals. You don't have, it's just random bars and like name flips and shit. Like, oh, you know, you the landlord? You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm the lord of the land. Like, it's just name flips type stuff. So yeah, it can be a harder battle. I won't even argue that Real Sick could be harder than all these niggas damn near. A harder battle to win could be harder than Hitman, K-Shine, all them. I can give you that. But at the same time, I'm not mad at his way. It's worked for him. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worked for him. It's increased his profile, increases outdoor opportunities, and increases his status and his money. And I feel like these other guys, they on a hamster wheel, bro. When you don't have a plan in battle rap and you don't know how to work that shit and you just letting URL give you battles, you will always be on a hamster wheel because their goal is to get good battles and less pay. That's always a goal. Good battles and less pay. So if they can have a great ass battle, niggas talking about we had a classic. Yeah, URL got a classic out of you and gave you $5,000 and gave this other nigga $6,000 and y'all niggas got a classic. So yeah, who won? URL did. So that's the goal, is to try. That's the goal of damn near any business, bro, is to try to get the most production for the least amount of outgoing pay and outgoing wages. If I can get this nigga to bust his ass and fix this car and take an alternator out and an engine out and do all that, and all I gotta do is pay you $15 an hour versus the head mechanic who's making $30 an hour, they can do the same thing. That's what happens. In corporate America, they push old niggas out who make a lot of money. They push them out into retirement so they can bring new niggas in who's making $22 an hour and push these $38 an hour niggas out. A lot of y'all do not understand business. That's why I really don't always be mad at URL, because URL moving just like a lot of businesses move. Let me get the most for the less. So, I mean, you got to know that going in, which is why you have to have a plan. EAZY had a plan, whether you agree with it or not, whether you fuck with EAZY or not, whether or not. No, EAZY got a lot of whack ass ways. Is he egotistical? Is he this? Is he that? Yes. Do we be lying sometimes? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All of that. But I can't be mad. These other niggas ain't got no trenches. That nigga done build up a whole league off of his popularity. Do you see trenches for these other niggas? No, they can't get their career off the ground. You could argue in a year or so, Tex and some of these other niggas could be just as big as Luke Castro. Let me know your thoughts, man. Is EAZY picking and choosing his battles? Do you agree? And is he picking easy battles or not? Now, next year, he said he want to battle Arsenal, Swamp, New Jersey Twerk, Tay-Rock, but that's obviously not happening. Murder, Mook, and Big K, and go on a Cody run. Cody next year is the last year for Cody, so that's his goal. So that's his run. So you can't really argue with that competition right there. But that's his goal. So let me know your thoughts. Chris Unbiased, holla at your boy.